Hello, loves. Welcome to day 5 of 33 of reading for you, my loves, my collective. Today is about challenges. This is the stone that the deck chose. I heard malachite in my head, which this is clearly not. This looks more like a carnelian than a malachite. I don't even know what this is. I know it's a pretty rock and I like it. It looks like an arrow. You're being guided in a specific direction. As for malachite, look up the healing properties of malachite. And see if it's a stone you should work with. That's a message for some of you. Anything else? Oh, they called me a goober. Well, that's cool. Anyway, this is the stone. I'll let you see it up close. I don't know why, but I'm hearing that line, turtle, from Master of Disguise. Anybody remember that movie? I used to think it was funny when I was a kid, but as an adult, I'm like, my brain capacity has changed. Alright, this is the deck that we're using today. It's called Tarot Time. It's a deck I made. It's literally got like amount of time, season, what it involves, and type of sign, overall what the card means, an affirmation, a positive affirmation, and you know what it stands for. For example, this one is weeks, spring, work, fire sign, visitor, people enjoy my company, 6 of Wands. I made this back when I was making TikToks of tarot. I have tons of them on there. Some of them, a lot of them I posted on here, but yeah, that's when I made this deck. I used to call it Tarot Time. I feel like it's Tarot Time, so I made a Tarot Time deck. So let's tap into my collective, my loves. Hearing that song by Nicki Minaj, Your Love, Your Love. I don't even remember what that song is called. I just remember there's like a samurai in it, and I guess he's her teacher and she falls in love. That's the gist I picked up from the music video. I just remember it was about how she loved their love. Alright, what lesson is my collective learning at this time? What lessons are my collective learning at this time? Alright, first we have hours. Fall, personal power, air sign, unfair. What is unfair to me becomes fair quickly. 5 of Swords. No one ever said life was fair. And anyone who said all's fair in love and war, it's not true. Life isn't about being fair, but it is about creating balance. So now's the time to create balance in your life. It's not up to anybody else to treat you fair. If they want to treat you fair, they can. And it's the same thing for you. It's a choice. It's not always you get what you give. You know, I can attest to that. I try to give my best. I don't always get my best back, but the main part is I know that I tried my best, and that's what helps me sleep at night, even through like some of the craziest situations I've been in. So for a lot of you, you need to recognize that just I did my best. I'm doing my best. It might not feel fair, but I can be proud of myself because I know I did my best. Next, we have Aries, Libra, Scorpio, structured life, leadership. I create structure for myself for the Emperor. What does your stability look like right now? Do you feel stable in yourself? Are you the leader of your own life? That's the overall vibe I'm getting here. You know, the best expectation in life is to have no expectation, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's when you expect the same things from everything around you that you give, that's what drains you, that's what exhausts you, because you expected something to be just like you, and no one thing is the same, and everything is always changing. So create your own stability, create your own consistency, create a routine, a healthy pattern when things aren't going well, you know. Things like that are what matter, because if you feel strong inside, even when the world is crumbling around you, that strength is what helps you bring the world back together, put structure in the world. So sometimes life is feeling unfair because it's trying to show us something about ourselves. Let's say you have a job and you feel like you're not making enough money, and instead of looking for a new job or getting a second job, you just say, this is unfair, this is unfair. Well, you can say it's unfair, but if you keep putting yourself through the same thing, you are being unfair to yourself, and you're making it unfair for you. If you recognize that you're openly being, you know, not treated well, or your needs aren't being met, you can go elsewhere. You have a choice. The choice is yours to make. It's just, what are the choices that you're making right now, and are they fair to you? Be fair to yourself. Don't expect anything in life to just be fair to you. So that's the first thing. What do my loves need to know about their situations? What do my loves need to know about their situations? What do my loves need to know about their situations? Something you don't see. Aries, Libra, Scorpio. Structured life, leadership. I create structure for myself. The Emperor. Oh my goodness, it came up again. Yo. That's crazy. Next we have months. Winter, resources, money. It's funny, I brought up money. Earth sign, wealth. I am wealthy, King of Pentacles. I guess I picked up on some future energy here. Being rich does not mean cash. I repeat, being rich does not mean cash. To enrich your life means to feel fulfilled in life, whether you have money or not. When I have been in relationships where I'm madly in love with someone, I have said as much as, I don't care if we live in a cardboard box as long as we're together, because I love you. And I meant it. Because I felt enriched. I felt fulfilled. I was in love. I was happy. I'm hearing that Beatles song. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. And it's true. If you have love for yourself and you fulfill yourself, you are the wealthiest person alive. Congratulations. If you're not there yet, you can get there. Take care of yourself. Figure out what makes you happy. Head towards that direction. What makes you curious? Find out about information regarding what's making you curious. I always say curiosity comes from your soul. When you're curious, it's your soul saying, pay attention, pay attention. This matters, this matters. Whether it's to teach you something, or you can be a master at it and be amazed. For example, when I was probably, 14, my mom gave me my first tarot deck. And I used to play with it. And then I completely forgot about tarot and I was over it. And then, all of a sudden, years later, like at least 10 years later, minimum, one day I got interested in it again and started picking up a deck again. And now I'm trying to master it in my own way. I'm tapping into myself, into whatever sacred knowledge is within me. So always follow your curiosity. Unless you know for a fact it's not healthy for you and it's not going to help you. That's the only time I will say do not follow your curiosity. It's like If you watch gangsters on TV and you wonder what that would be like, in real life, it is not as glamorous as it is in movies. You're always running, you're always hiding. I myself have never been part of a gang or anything like that. However, at one point I did know someone and their life was not good. In fact, at the time I didn't even understand that they were in a gang until I was older in life. It didn't hit me, probably because I was just wasted most of the time. I was only 16, but I didn't care, you know. When you're 16, you don't care about much except for a few things. When's my next meal? Maybe you're thirsty, and whatever you want to divulge in. If you're more mature than that, you're so lucky. You're so talented, and that's not sarcasm. I wish I had a good head on my shoulders at that age. I wish I had that kind of motivation and intelligence. So if you're 16 and you're here and you know better, I'm so proud of you. I really am. Because to be that young and not just be careless, that's really hard. Because even some adults are still careless, you know? And technically you can be careless because technically you're still just a kid. And for you to choose to take responsibility, wow, that's truly so impressive to me that you can do that. So any of you who are responsible, who take accountability, I'm proud of you when you could just throw it all away. Really and truly. I commend you and I bow to you. I would try and physically bow on camera, but it would look funny, so I'd probably look all squished in the camera. I don't think I could fully fit in the camera. I'm not going to try it. I thought about it. But what makes you feel really good? That's your wealth. Pieces of paper made from dead trees, that's not wealth. And even if you want to get your money up, don't be obsessed to where like, I need this amount of money to be happy. You'll never be happy. You will find there's never enough money. You want to know why? There's a lack mindset there. I need more. I need more. All you got to do is just say, I'm grateful I always have enough for my bills. And I have enough to like feed myself. That's really all you need. I have enough to provide. Vacations, you can literally make your backyard a vacation. Okay, it's hot as hell. Get someone to play sprinkler and like make a game out of it. Play hide and seek, and whenever you get found, they'll spray you. It's great. I've never done that with anyone, but it sounds like it would be fun. So yeah, like, you think kids really care about money? No. They care about their imagination and having fun. And what are they going to do next, you know? So be a kid again, but like in a healthy way. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Now, what do my loves need to know about their situation? That flipped out quick. That was a quick answer. We have weeks, spring, work, fire sign, Capricorn. I'm sorry. It says cooperation. First I saw Capricorn, then I saw corporation, and then I saw cooperation. Let me tell you. As someone who sees things that aren't there, it can be a little trying sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Cooperation. And it's funny because I know what it says because I wrote it. That's even better. I always work well with others, the Three of Wands. Lord have mercy, woman. And I want to say that's not typically what the Three of Wands says, but this is my deck, my rules, so yeah, everyone personalizes their own decks. We have hours, fall, personal power, air sign, regret. I accept my regret and forgive myself, Nine of Swords. Some of you don't like the way you work well with others, days, summer, relationships, water sign, quiet, power. I am powerful, King of Cups. Some of you are emotionally intelligent and the people around you are not, and it's a struggle. I mean, that's life. It's like being the mom of the group, you know, the responsible one. It's no different. Some of you just like being solo, and it's not that you have a difficult time with others, it's just you like being alone. And I'll be honest, that makes a lot of people insecure when you like being by yourself, because to most people that's not normal. But I mean, it's not unhealthy. Yes, humans are based for connection, but you choose who, what, when, where, and how you connect. You connect with a character on a TV show. You can click it on and off. You're still socializing in your own way and empathizing. It's just there aren't any people there. It's kind of the same thing. So don't feel bad. Don't force yourself to socialize. Don't force yourself to be someone else just so other people will accept you. That is a big, big lesson for a lot of you. A lot of you think you have to be a certain way for other people to accept you or love you, and that's just wrong. 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 All you have to do is accept yourself. You're not responsible for anyone but yourself. Okay? Remember that. Say that to yourself. I am not responsible for anyone but me. Unless you popped out a kid. If you popped out a kid, you're responsible for that kid. I don't care what you say. You are. It was born helpless into this world and you chose to raise it. Same thing if you have a pet. You know. Only a pet, you know, you can try and give to someone else, etc. I mean, you can do the same thing with kids, you know, try and get them adopted, but it's not as easy. And I'm not trying to be like dark or sarcastic. I'm just being very genuine. Some people just have babies for EBT stickers and they just keep popping them out and don't care. How do I know this? I have come across many of them where all they do is scream and yell at their kids and nothing else, or they're just invested in their phone more than their child, and then they wonder why their child acts out. It's probably because they never get any positive reinforcement or attention. Maybe some of you can relate to that, because I don't think otherwise I would have brought that up. So, if you were raised a certain way or taught a certain way, forgive yourself for believing in the false narrative that you have to be this way or you have to be that way. All you have to be is yourself, know yourself, and love yourself. And you can't show up for anybody else unless you show up for yourself. Just a heads up. And it's true. You can't have the best day unless you're trying your best. And even if you didn't have the best day, trying your best, be proud that you tried your best. So your biggest thing here is take care of yourself and be kind to yourself and show up for yourself. Because that's you setting a good example to others how to show up for themselves. That's being a good role model. And everybody always, learns from each other, whether it be good or bad. So if you're a good influence like that, that's a great place to be. And if you're not there yet, you can start right this second. Never say never. And don't ever lose faith or hope in yourself, because sometimes you'll find it when you least expect it. I certainly have. Now, what good things are going to come for my loves since they're facing these challenges. What good things are coming in to my love's life for facing this challenge? What good things are coming into the lives of my loves for facing this challenge? Some of you are ADD because I just started hearing do 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 do. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to focus on the question. That was funny. I do that too. I'm totally ADD. I get it. Months, winter, resources, money, earth sign, kind. I am giving and getting kindness, Queen of Pentacles. I heard ask, believe, you shall receive. If you believe you deserve kindness, you will receive kindness, whether it be from yourself, from others, or just some beautiful miracle. If you wish upon a star and believe it will come true, it will. Trust me, it happened to me, and did I regret that wish upon a star? Yes, but I was not the same person I am now, so, you know. There's also be careful what you wish for, you just might get it, so be careful of your wishes. You might just wish for a toxic person and you don't know they're toxic. You think they're great because they seem great. So learn from me on that. Only ask for something you really want. Only believe in something you really believe in. That's a side note. We have Aries, magical experiences. Every day I have magical experiences, the Magician. How hilarious that I was talking about wishes and we have magical experiences. I guess that really does go with the ask, believe, you shall receive. Okie dokie. Wow. And we have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Good luck is here. Aquarius. I am so lucky. 10 the wheel. If you believe you're lucky, lucky things will happen to you. If you believe you are unlucky, you are training yourself to believe that luck just doesn't like you, it doesn't love you, and it rejects you, and it's not going to happen. So, faith is a powerful thing. Prayer is a powerful thing. There are certain cultures where all they do is pray over someone to heal them, and they believe so strongly that it will work. It legitimately works. How do I know this? From spiritual studies. I had no idea this was a real thing. So let that sink in. The power of your mind does create your reality. If you believe something good is just around the corner, guess what? Something good is just around the corner. If you believe you have a good experience every day and you're going to have more good experiences, guess what? More good experiences on the way. If you believe you're magical and mystical, like a unicorn, guess what? You are. Whatever you believe in matters. So definitely face your beliefs right now in what is true and what is not. In fact, I'll give you some homework real quick. Every day this week, say, I am magical, something magical is going to happen to me today. And I want you to come back to the comment section and tell me what magical thing happened to you, because I know it's going to happen. If you really do this and you actually commit to this, your brain has no choice but to believe it because you're telling it, because you're committed to it. It's no different than, you know, if you're depressed and you're committed to that depression, you're probably going to stay depressed. Why am I hearing if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. OMG. It's a motherfucking BFD. Really, you guys? Maybe someone needed that. Alright, all together now. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Say it like you mean it. Feel free to do that every day. When you are sad, say, I'm happy and I know it, and I clap my hands. I'm happy and I know it, and I clap my hands. I'm happy and I know it, and I really do show it. I'm happy and I know it, clap my hands. And if you do that every day, you're going to be happy and you know it because you clap them hands. Clap, clap. I'm on another level today. Okay. Anyway. Focus. Ashes. Focus. If you don't know, that's my name. Ashes. It's not like my name, it's my nickname, because real names are for people who don't want to get to know each other, and nicknames are for people who are close. So my loves, we're close. Call me Ashes. Anytime someone calls me Ashes, I melt a little. So if you want me to feel like safe and secure and happy, call me Ashes. If you think I'm a goddess, call me Magigoddess. Or, you're just being respectful of my username. But what do you believe is true right now? Do you believe you're happy? Do you believe you're miserable? Do you believe life is unfair? Do you believe life is fair? Really look at your mindset in your situations. Today, write down what happened to you and how you felt. And based off of how you felt, what do you think your belief was of the day? Let's say everything bad happened, but you still said it's going to be okay because I love myself. You would say at the end of that report, today wasn't the greatest, but I am the greatest because I love myself. So eventually I am going to have a great day because I'm the greatest. And I'm full of love, so my life has love in it. Therefore, love will never be missing. And there will always be some greatness. And you can't win them all. And not everyone is the same. So there's a great example. So what are you teaching yourself right now based on your experience? What are you teaching your brain based on your experience? What are you choosing to feel, think, act, and create into your world, basically? Now then, what is the best thing my collective can do to help them through this challenge? What is the best thing my collective, my loves, can do to help them through this challenge? Some of you are too serious. Like, I want to say my loves, and then the collective comes out. Some of you be too serious about things. Hours, fall, personal power, air sign, fears. I face my fears head on, 8 of Swords. Ask yourself what you are afraid of. And is it logical or illogical? For example, let's say you have a fear of heights because someone pushed you off a roof. That's completely logical. But if that person isn't there and you're on the roof alone, say there's no reason for me to be afraid. No one is here to push me off the roof. Also, I don't have to get up on the roof. I can probably pay someone else to do it who is more daring. Like, there's an example. We have months, winter, resources, money, earth sign, stable future. My future will be stable and wonderful, 10 of Pentacles. Feel free to say my future will be stable and wonderful because I am wonderful and stable. Feel free to say that every day. See if you don't feel more wonderful. See if you don't feel more calm, cool, and collected. Weeks, spring, work, fire sign, celebration. My life is the best celebration I could ask for. 4 of Wands. Hallelujah, happy day. Repeat it with me. I am a miracle. I am a miracle. I am a miracle. Now say, I celebrate me. I celebrate me. I celebrate me. Now say, I am worth celebrating because I am a miracle. I am worth celebrating because I am a miracle. I am worth celebrating because I am a miracle. And put your whole heart and conviction into it. Believe it. Receive that message because it is true. Every single person born is a miracle. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. The fact that you are breathing air is a miracle. The fact that you can walk is a miracle. The fact that you can see is a miracle. You are a miracle. Never forget that. And never, never, ever, ever stop celebrating yourself. Never forget you're a miracle. Never forget to celebrate yourself. It doesn't matter if people join your party. It doesn't matter if people celebrate you. No, what matters is you knowing who the schweffin you are. Okay? Get that through your head. Dance and say I'm a miracle. I'm doing it. Dance and say I'm a miracle. I'm a miracle. I'm a miracle. I'm a miracle. I did it. I danced. I even did a little happy song like Gurr. Anybody know who Gurr is from Invader Zone? No? Too old? Too young? Perhaps. Never watched it because you weren't an alternate kid like me. My mom hated that I dressed in all black. She'd always tell me, you can't dress in all black. You can't be goth. And I was like, Mom, I was born goth. Oh yeah, I did it anyway. And I didn't care. Because it made me happy. And to be honest, when you wear black, did you know that black wards off negativity? It's a true thing. If you want to ward off negativity, put some salt in your pocket, wear all black. Also, I think people who wear all black look fine as... Oh my god. Oh my gosh, when I see someone in all black, I'm just like, help. Help me. I can't take it. It's too attractive. And if you're nervous about your body shape, I like them all shapes, honey. Okay. I like them all shapes and sizes. And I don't care about the sex. I fall for the soul. So, next time you feel insecure, wear all black, send me a pic, see what I say. Watch me not fall over or sweat a little. Please don't do that to me. Please don't give me anxiety on purpose. Please don't make me fall for you on purpose. Please don't make me attracted to you just because you need a pick-me-up. Please don't make me a victim of a thirst trap. I don't need it in my life. Oh gosh. I have this thing where if I get really stressed out, I get like intense rib pain in my right side. There's a name for it. Most people take medication for it. I just have to lift up and breathe. I would pause the reading, but I can't because it's painful. All that stressed me out. Oh my god. Breathe in. Okay, I can pause it. Please give me a minute for my health. Thank you. For those of you who are worried, don't be worried. I've had this happen since I was like probably elementary school. I used to think it was strange. And at one point I thought it was like my rib popping out of place because that's how painful it is. And then one time I came across like a video of this person talking about this really complicated condition that I can't pronounce the word of. And they said it felt like someone was literally like stabbing them in the chest where like their ribs were because of stress. And I realized, oh my gosh, it's not my ribs popping out of place, I'm just stressed. So honestly, it rarely happens. I'm really surprised it happened in this reading. I'm sorry if I worried you. It's okay now. It's over. Usually, as long as I like breathe and I calm down, I just breathe through the pain and I make it through. But if you want to know what it feels like, picture someone jabbing a really sharp knife into your chest and twisting it. And twisting it the other way and the other way and the other way and the other way and the other way. And then eventually it goes away. Yeah. Run that through your brain. Actually, don't. That's inappropriate. I apologize for that visual and I apologize for hitting the camera. I'm a little flustered. I'm trying to think where I was. Oh, yeah. You're a miracle. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm laughing at myself. Try not to laugh too loud. I went from being really empowering to help me to it's fine to oh my god, that was hilarious. I went through like 10 different phases of emotions just then. Anyway, sorry if I made that moment about me. I just wanted to explain myself. I don't think it's something you can really cure or whatever. I never intend on getting surgery for anything unless they literally tell me I'll like die or like a limb stops working and I have to get another one. Because honestly, I have found every person who gets surgery, you usually have to keep getting surgery. They have to replace the parts that they fix a lot. And this has been my experience because my mom's been through a lot of surgeries and, you know, while we're in the waiting room or waiting to pay, we'll talk to, well, she's the talkative one. She'll talk to other people. I more so keep to myself. I'm a quiet person. Sometimes I'm outgoing, but for the most part, I mind my own business. Because sometimes when you don't mind your own business, it gets you in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just naturally like kind of a shy, introverted person. It's only if like I drink or something that I'm like really extroverted or like I'm full of crazy, ridiculous energy, like right after a workout. I worked out earlier, did some tarot, got some of that energy out, so I'm more chill now, but I'm still kind of loopy from the workout, not gonna lie. I did the Grow with Joe J-Lo dance workout. Because I think it was, yesterday I channeled that song, Ain't Your Mama. Boy, ain't your mama. And that song's in there. And it's a really fun workout. So, if you haven't done it before, I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's really upbeat. It's only like 15 minutes. And, you know, if you can't do the moves, just adjust. But it's a really fun, high beat workout. I personally don't try to do copyrighted songs anymore because YouTube likes to like flag your video, or sometimes a certain country doesn't accept that song. So I try to only use like my music now. Like I'm gonna do that for my games too. And it's just gonna be my main intro song because I like it. It's peaceful. It's part of my sweet sleep playlist and I like sleeping to it. So yeah. That's me doing what I enjoy, not necessarily what everyone else enjoys. But overall, loves, do what's best for you. Do what makes you happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're clappy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Now, together. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. I'm over here dancing and clapping my hands like I'm a goober. I'm just like that. I'm childlike that. I'm childlike that. I'm a child. I'm a kid at heart. And I still make my own art. See? See? This is my art. Uh-oh, it's upside down. See? I still do art like when I was a kid. What advice do you have for my loves? Spiritual fam. What advice do you have for my loves? They're like, calm down. Okay. Reel it in. There we go. Balance. First, we'll do bottom of the deck. We have Virgo, Pisces, strong knowing. I always know what's best for me. Confirmation to the High Priestess. Do what's best for you. If you were curious, there's a confirmation. If you're curious, here's another confirmation. Months, winter, resources, money, earth sign, balance. I stay balanced. 2 of Pentacles. I do things that feel right for me, and I do things that are balanced. I try to balance my life. I try to balance my work life with my home life. I try to balance how active I am versus my rest time. I tried to balance eating healthy food with junk food. That one's probably one of the hardest ones. Yes. I used to really love like sugar and cake. I can eat a whole cake by myself, by the way. But instead I try to do like honey and brown sugar, and I don't eat sugar that much. So when I do, I get ridiculously hyper. But you know, if you want to know a secret, here's a secret, loves. You know what makes me the most hyper of all time? And you'd swear to God I was on ridiculous drugs, but I'm not. Pop rocks. Anybody here had Pop rocks? I literally bounce off the freaking walls. Sugar and me, I'm like a rocket cannon. I'm everywhere. I'm like, da, 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 and I don't shut up. And I'm so happy and so random, and I annoy myself. I really do. It's like, how do I describe it? You know how you've been working like 10 hours that day, and your kid's like, I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep. Or like you're trying to go to sleep and your dog keeps like poking you because they want to go outside, but you just came inside, or they want a treat. Or if you have another animal, or like a ferret keeps hiding all your things. My aunt had ferrets and they hid everything and they pooped everywhere. I will never have a ferret because of that. They're stinky. They're adorable, but they're the stinkiest animals I ever did know. Not as stinky as like a cow's poop, of course, but like they're just kind of musky. I'm not a fan of musk. I don't even like musky perfume, if I'm honest. It just smells mildewy to me. No offense to you who like it. My sister likes kind of a musky smell. In fact, she wears like men's deodorant, and it makes her smell like a musky man, and I'm not a fan. But I tell her, like, you know, you smell like a man. And she'll be like, thank you so much. And I'll be like, you're messing with my nostrils. She don't care, though. She'll give 2 Fs. You want to talk about savage? Don't mess with my baby sister, okay? Yes, I'm very protective of her, but I'm round 2. She's round 1. If you can make it through her, I'll be shocked. Because when she is in savage mode, she can make anybody cry. I mean, that kid has 0 chill, and she's got every kind of savage in her. But I'm her older sister, so, like, I can handle it. Part of me wonders, did I teach her that savage? And part of me says, yes. Yes, you did. I ain't gonna lie. I was a savage older sister. I went from being like, I started off sweet, I want to be just like mommy, to this child is young and naive. And I know toxic adults. So let me be like the toxic adults. That's pretty much the path that I took. And, you know, sometimes I regret it because some poor, unsuspecting people will think that they're going to backsass my sister. And then she leaves them in tears and they realize they are sadly mistaken, and if she's worked with them, sometimes they don't speak again or they quit. Whereas me, I used to be like that. Aren't you proud of me that, like, I've learned? I mean, it still comes out. Don't get me wrong. It's not on purpose. Sometimes it's on purpose. I'm not gonna lie. It depends on how mean you are. Anyway, the struggle of the mouth. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Don't be savage. Don't be average. Just be yourself. Okay? And if someone's being savage to you, come to me and I'll tell you how to handle it. But I just want you to know, with this power comes great responsibility. Almost couldn't get that out. With great power comes responsibility. And if you're worried about hurting someone's feelings, or not making them regret what they've done the rest of their life, do not ask for such power. And I ain't lying. One second, I hear something strange. Don't worry, it's just me seeing and hearing things that aren't there. Okay, this is part of your reading. I heard a door open in another room and no door opened. So, don't be afraid to try new opportunities or open new doors. Okay, I had to pause it again because I sneezed. Some of you, I'm going to hold my nose so I might sound funny because I want to sneeze again. Someone is thinking of you for an opportunity. Take the opportunity and don't let fear get in your way. Okay, can I breathe now? Kind of. I just don't want to sneeze again. Sneezing's not fun. I don't really want to sneeze all over my mic. That makes me sad. It's all furry and fuzzy and cute. I'll show it to you real quick. 1 second. Furry and fuzzy! So cute! I like it. It's all furry and fluffy. Like this sweet little bunny. So cute. How cute is this bunny, loves? How cute. Look how freaking cute. My mommy gave me this. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Could you be cuter? You know what would make it cuter? If it was alive. But honestly, I've had pet bunnies and they poop everywhere and they'll pee anywhere randomly. And they're really fast when they want to run away. I can't remember if it was me or my sister, but like she had a bunny, or I had a bunny that like would hump the stuffed animals. And it's hilarious as a child, but as an adult, it's kind of annoying, but I miss my bunny, Mimi. I actually had a dream about her recently, and I woke up and I cried my eyes out. Let's just say she died unexpectedly, and I found her, and I was very young, and it was very sad. It was very sad. It's still a mystery to this day. When I lived at a certain house as a kid, my house growing up with both my parents in it, sorry if I hit the mic, our animals would die mysterious ways. Even like when I couldn't have my animals because I had a parent who didn't like animals and was really cruel to them and wasn't afraid to show it. Even when I had like the animal at someone else's house, it would die mysterious ways. But I would tell my mom like I would see things and like feel things in that house. So I'll never go back to that house. That house was so haunted and felt so evil. I truly believe it drove us all mad and made us all angry even when we weren't. Like, yeah, it was a toxic family environment, but like, it's like the house amplified that energy. It was intense and it was insane. And whatever spirits were there did not feel friendly, so I always wanted to spend all my time outdoors. And I definitely did. Barefoot. Because I was a little tomboy. I would wear the prettiest princess dresses ever. I just want you to know. And I'd be all dolled up, you know, with my little fake earrings and whatnot. And I would just get muddy and climb trees and be barefoot. It was the greatest thing ever. I'm still that kid. So don't ever lose who you are, no matter what the situation. Is really just my biggest advice to you. And if you feel like your house is crazy haunted, or like things are happening that aren't to be explained, you know, try saging, try blessing the house. If that doesn't work, consider selling it and moving to like somewhere else. But do be wary, because sometimes entities will follow you or attach themselves to you. I can attest to this. That's not to scare you. That's just you're into spirituality, or you wouldn't be here watching tarot. Don't dive into the occult and expect it to all be sunshine and rainbows. You do get spiritually attacked, whether it be by people or entities. You have a spiritual family, but they can't do anything without your permission. So always say, my loving spiritual family, I give you permission to help me resolve this situation, this challenge. Please help me in all things. Thank you. I am grateful. Feel free to say that quick prayer and light a candle in their honor. They love that. I do that for my spiritual family every day. I like to, unless it's way too hot, because sometimes it'll be like hot in the house. Especially if I'm going in and out and I've been doing yard work. Like, the house is like, hello, how am I supposed to cool off when you're coming in and out? And I'm like, it's hot. I know it's hot. But how do you expect to retain the AC if you're going in and out? It's a real thing. It's a real struggle. It's like 100 degrees every day here. I can't wait for winter. Seriously. I cannot wait. I like being cold. I don't like being warm. Being warm is the most annoying thing ever. So, I'm going to quit chit-chatting with you there. But, yeah. Wear black. Even if it's black shoes. Even if it's black socks, that still counts. Wear a black necklace. When it comes to stones, if you're interested in, like, stones, like, let's say you like gemstones or rocks, these hold whatever energy you have. Make sure you cleanse them. One easy way to cleanse them is to put them under cold water, picture a white light around them, and when you have the stone, make sure you set an intention when you have the stone to put your magic into it. Everyone's born with magic. It's just, do you embrace it? But, anything else, fam? I said do your happy dance. Remember to do a happy dance, even when you feel sad. Yes. And like I said, I recommend that Grow with Joe workout. You're mostly just dancing. The hardcore workout parts, I just dumb them down, or I just do something else completely. The whole point is to get your body moving and to move to the music. It's just all really upbeat. I don't love J-Lo a whole lot. She's not really my style, but I do like those songs. They're from when I was growing up, so they're very nostalgic in a good way. Speaking of nostalgia, if you like my music, at all. I have an album called Nostalgia. It's only on my music videos playlist here on YouTube. It's not on any other platform. The reason I did this is I just wanted to make something exclusive for this channel. And also it's more so about like my memories and my experience, rather than, you know, just trying to reach every single person. It's more so something personal for me to share with the people who subscribe to me on YouTube and like my music and are just curious about like what my style is. I would say Nostalgia is probably most true to me and my style more than any of my albums. And it is very close to my heart. Especially my song Reason. The lyrics are, do we need a reason? Do we need a reason? Do we need a reason to love? Heaven's above, it's not life without real love. Friends, lovers, family, and others. It's about loving everyone and everything, because life is about love. At the end of the day, what's going to get you through everything in life is love. What's going to conquer all? Love. Love conquers all, whether you want it to or not. It's kind of like sometimes you love someone even if you don't want to. Love will conquer you one way or another. And if you ignore love, it'll conquer you in crazy ways to where you have no choice but to see it. And, you know, before you know it, your heart chakra, your heart is busted wide open, and it's a crazy experience. I can say that as someone who used to have an open heart and then had a closed heart, and then my heart practically exploded, and now I'm just trying to keep learning how to regulate my emotions and accept them and tell myself it's okay to have emotions. Because, you know, when your emotions are rejected growing up by pretty much everyone around you, sure, you have those few, but those few, sometimes it's difficult to outweigh the many. Sometimes you close your heart because you don't want to feel anything anymore because it hurts. Well, guess what? If you do that, one day, your ancestors, your spiritual family are going to find a way to make your heart burst straight open. And I promise you it's more painful than just going ahead and accepting those feelings and accepting yourself and that your emotions and your feelings matter. It's one of the reasons why I started the EMPS program. How I came up with it was I think it was the Yale class I took. It was like digital media health outcomes or something like that was the title. I just took it because I could. It was actually for professional health businesses. And I took that class and I made it and I rewrote it into a self-transformation program. And that's actually here on YouTube under, I think, Spiritual Info, if I remember right. Anyways, I have a Transform Yourself program, how to completely transform yourself. It gets you to ask yourself deep questions. It gets you to question your environment around you. It really is something to transform your whole life. And I thought, let's take it a step further. So I created something called EMPS, Emotional, Mental, Physical, Spiritual Health. Because I thought, I don't see any programs out there promoting every kind of form of health, emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual. Sometimes you'll get emotional with, you know, psychiatry and all that. Psychology. Mental, same thing. Physical, you know, working out, this, that, and the other. But spiritual health, you know, that's more so like tarot, meditation, affirmations. And I thought, what if I could just give it all at once? What if I could just do all of that at once? And what if I could teach other people how to do it? So if you're curious where that program came from, if you want to check it out, there's a playlist on here about that. Some of you really want to transform your life. Otherwise, I don't think I would mention all of that. Some of you really want to learn how to like love yourself and love life. Those are some great ways to start. If you don't relate to, you know, my work, that's okay. It's just there to get you inspired and get you started. If you end up finding someone who better resonates with you or who better understands you, then I'm proud of you for searching, soul searching, and trying to find out what's best for you. This whole reading is literally about doing what's best for you. I'm just trying to lead you in a direction I think would be positive for transforming your life. And the reason I say that is my EMPS program, I did it for me before I created it for everyone else. It really helped me. Same with like my subliminals. Like I found subliminals online, realized there's a whole community, found it amazing, made my own subliminals to retrain my brain. I even did exercise and subliminals where I give you exercises and you're getting a subliminal where I'm retraining your subconscious mind to get your dream body. And like the transformation thing, did I have to completely learn all that? No, but I found it very interesting, and I felt like if I could make this into a self-transformation program rather than just training health professionals to reach people around the world, what if I could teach people around the world to help transform their whole thought process, to transform the way that their mind works, and to be more observant of everything around them, to unlock their potential more, or to see things more that maybe they didn't before. And I took it very serious, and everything I've ever taught, everything I've ever learned, it's in notebooks. I have kept all my notebooks. And I'm going to be honest, whenever I pass away, or I think I'm going to pass away, I'm probably going to burn all my notebooks. I'm probably going to delete all of my work. If you want to know why, part of me is worried people will use it not for good, but for evil. Everything I do is of pure intention. Everything I do is for the good of all. I don't do it for me. I do it for love. You know, like that Michael Jackson song. Heal the world, make it a better place. For you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, and if you care enough for the making, make a better place. For you and for me. That's always going to stick with me, that song. He really spoke to the whole universe when he wrote that song. And everything I try and do, I try to speak to the whole universe, not just the human world, but anything, anywhere that is listening to me now. I want you to love yourself and love life and to love others and to inspire them. If I inspired you today, if I showed you some love today, my goal is met. If I helped you, I couldn't be any happier if I tried. I say it like that because it makes me want to cry. When I find out I really helped someone, I want to cry. I'm so happy. That's why I do this. That's why I show up all the time, 110%. Whether I'm tired, whether I'm hyper, whether I'm extra, whether I'm grumpy, no matter whatever's going on, I will be here 110% always. I will always, always, always give my best because that's what you deserve. You deserve the best. I want to show you by example. I want to be the one to inspire you to lead by example, to inspire others. I want to empower everyone the way I've learned to empower myself. I refuse to gatekeep. I refuse to sit here and, I have all this amazing knowledge that completely changed my life for the better. It would be criminal for me. It would be completely anti-me not to share my knowledge and not to try and help others, to not try and uplift and empower others. But make no mistake, I'm firm but fair. I'll give a hand up, never a hand out. Those people who want a hand out, they don't try. I need you to try. I need to see that you're putting in the effort. Because when I'm gone, if you're not putting in the effort, you're sinking your own ship on purpose. The reason you gotta try, the reason you gotta put in the effort is because when no one is there, you can do it all by yourself. And you don't need anyone or anything. And you still feel loved. You still feel empowered. And you know you're amazing because you did it. That was you. And even if you had help, no one can make you try. No one can make you do it. So every time you try, be proud of yourself. You tried. Some people never do. So, any challenge you can conquer, you just have to have faith that you are a conqueror, that you are a leader. And if you don't know where to start, just start anyway and see what happens. And then learn and grow and become the most beautiful blossoming flower that teaches other flowers to blossom. You cross-pollinate each other. Basically, that's kind of like, your, anyway, it doesn't matter. You can look it up, cross-pollination. Basically, one flower causes another flower to grow. That's what bees do. You know that bees land on flowers to pollinate them to help them grow, and then they go to another flower and another flower and another flower. I learned that from my sister. Thanks, Juju. Only I'm allowed to call her that. Don't call her that. She won't accept it either. She ain't having it. Don't even try. She'll probably ignore you or be like, I don't know who you are, but I don't know you. She might just block you. So, my kid is savage, not average. But if I'm honest, the most savage people are usually the biggest sweethearts inside. They were just taught to be savage, But if you see them alone with no one around, they're the one that helps that lost puppy or that lost kid. And I'm not talking savage like they see a kid crying and making them miserable on purpose. I'm talking about people who see something they don't like and they go off because it's disrespectful and it's not even human. It's a conflict against all humanity, basically. That's what kind of savage I am, honestly. And if I'm honest, do I really like being a savage person? No. But if you push enough, I don't really have a choice because you won't leave me alone. Don't you think it's crazy when you leave people alone for years and they treat you like crap and then they still won't leave you alone? You're like, why are you still trying to treat me awful like I care? Like, I moved on. I don't understand why you can't. Why are you so obsessed? What is your deal? Like, is this fun for you? Or it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe someone can explain it to me. Can someone please explain this to me? Why people be doing that? I'll never understand it. People are awful to you. Years go by. They want back in, and you're like, you realize you treated me really crappy, right? Like, why did you think this would be a good idea? Why did you think I'd say yes? Like, and yeah, people can change, but usually, in my case, most people who come back have not changed. So I'm just like, you realize you're the exact same person I left. And you realize you're trying the exact same approach you did, like, however many years ago or many moons ago. It don't make sense. Someone needs to explain this to me, why you would do that. And why would they think that would be okay or make sense? Make it make sense, because I can't make sense of it. Maybe one of you is smarter and you know the answer. I don't know the answer. I really don't. Other than, like, maybe they got in with you before, they're thinking they'll get in with you again. But here's the thing, I'm a different person. They got in with someone who no longer exists. That person's dead and gone. The person you see now is completely different. Hell, I'm not even the same person I was 5 months ago, 3 months ago, 1 month ago. I'm always trying to elevate, grow, and change. And I want people in my life who grow with me, who change with me, who want to live their best life. So if that's not you, and you're coming at me with this same toxic shenanigan nonsense, I'm just like, it's been how many years? You really didn't learn a thing? You really didn't do anything? Oh, you sat on the couch. Is your butt sore? You must have sat a lot, you know. You know how it is when you go through, like, hours and hours of watching something and your butt gets sore because you done sat too long. You swear your butt's going to fall asleep or something. It doesn't. It's just sore because you sat on it too long. If that doesn't apply to you, you must be a pro. That's all I can say. I'm not. I like being active and getting up and doing things. It just makes me happy inside. So I hope you loved our chat, loves. I certainly did. And you got to know some interesting things about me. And I hope you enjoyed that. Many blessings to all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your love and support. I appreciate you. I love you. Love, Magigoddess. And remember, you can conquer any challenge. Just ask, can I do this? Believe you can do this. And what you'll receive is, you did it. Love you, love.